Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another love or hate. I've not quite decided on the title and the name yet, but yeah, love or hate. And today, you know, obviously we did Thomas Tuchel the other day, and my thoughts on him being the England manager. And it's more of a discussion series, and then we come to a conclusion of like what my feelings on this situation. And one, actually just came up to me the other day because I was obviously, you know, you've seen the title. I don't know what I'm hiding from it. We were talking about Di Maria, and it came to me because the other day someone was doing this or that, you know, on TikTok, when they go up to people on the street and they go, "Oh, do you prefer Ronaldo or Messi?" And they'll go Ronaldo. But this one was like, you know, he was doing this or that, and it was like started with like Neymar and someone else, and then we went to Bale, and he was like Bale or Di Maria, and he was like, "Oh, easily Bale." And I really do love Bale. I'm obviously a Man United fan. You can see my feelings towards Di Maria are obviously leaned in one way, but I feel like that, you know, easily Gareth Bale really doesn't do Di Maria justice. Really, I feel like Bale was probably a better player to watch. Yes, I understand it from that perspective, but in terms of who's a better footballer, I think he's a lot closer. I think he's a lot, you know, up for more of a debate, considering if you look at Di Maria's career, I mean, Messi's international career isn't there without the help of Di Maria. You've got to look at Di Maria's performances in 2014 and the fact that, you know, it finally wasn't there. And you got to look at, you know, during the 2022 World Cup, how Di Maria scored a goal, got involved in one of Messi's goals as well. During the Copa America final, Di Maria scored a goal. During the squad that won gold at the Olympics, Di Maria scored a goal. Di Maria's been involved heavily in Messi's international career and played a massive part in Messi's international career. And that in itself is, you know, for someone that plays in really the same position as Messi, that's an achievement in its own, for someone to have made their mark so heavily on that. If you ask someone in Argentina who's most vital to them winning the World Cup in 2022, not many of them, not many of them will say it, but they won't be too hesitant to, you know, agree with Di Maria was a big part in, you know, them winning the World Cup. And then you look at like La Decima, you know, Real Madrid's 10th Champions League title, and one that took him so long to win. It was like a 13-year wait for the 10th title. It's a very long wait. In terms of Real Madrid, who've now won it 15 times, it's a long wait. And obviously they went through the Galacticos, and the Galacticos couldn't manage to bring in a Champions League, and it ended up being Di Maria who got man of the match in the game, where they beat Athletic Madrid in the final 4-1. It was obviously, but Di Maria was the one pulling the strings. Then he got a big move to Manchester United, a move that, you know, people thought, you know, Di Maria's gonna absolutely cook on right now. We're gonna see if we want. Obviously, it didn't really happen, and people look at Di Maria's time at United and go, "Oh, it was a failure." I don't share that feelings. You know, he wasn't a number 7. He wasn't. You know, he didn't fill the boots of Ronaldo. Like, he was touted to be the guy that's filling the boots of Ronaldo 5 years later. 5 years after Ronaldo left, Di Maria's meant to be the guy to come in and fill the boots, but it didn't happen for him. And people are like, "Oh, he underperformed the United shirt," and he just didn't. He got 15 assists in the season. 15 assists. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how insane that is for your first season? I know Bruno Fernandes puts up the numbers, no issue, no doubt about it for our season now. But we didn't see that. We didn't see that often. We really did not see that often back in them days when it was post Fergie. Things were looking down on us. Di Maria was a class signing. Di Maria was an important signing. We look at it down like, "Oh, he played poor. No, he didn't play like he played in the Champions League final." And no shit, he won the man of the match in the Champions League final. It's hard to beat them, to hit them expectations. Sorry. Obviously, on Team of the Year that year, still, despite obviously people saying he didn't do it at Man United. And that is just disappointing. It's disappointing that it didn't work for United. But then you look at his time at PSG and how he thrived at PSG. And when, you know, they brought in Neymar, Mbappe and Messi, Di Maria would still be playing. Di Maria was still playing basically every game. Di Maria was still being involved in every game. Because he's that good. He's on that level. And people just don't seem to put him on that pedestal. People put him on that pedestal below, you know, your Neymar and stuff like that. He's on that step, you know. He's obviously not on the step of Messi or Ronaldo, because that's Messi and Ronaldo. That's reserved for them. But when you're talking about, you know, your Neymars and your Bales and stuff like that, Di Maria is definitely in that conversation. He's 100% in that conversation. Despite, you know, the fact that I might, you know, be disliking him because of the way he left Manchester United. It wasn't the best way to leave Manchester United, no. And the way he's acted towards the club since then hasn't been great whatsoever. But I'm not gonna look down on him. You know, Luis Suarez goes around biting people. I love the guy. I think he's mint. When he left Liverpool to join Barcelona, I was like, oh, I can actually get a Luis Suarez shirt now. That was my thinking towards him. This is a guy that was, you know, racist towards, you know, one of my favourite players, and yet just because I'm mint of a footballer he is, you can kind of forget, and that's so wrong that you can forget about it, but you kind of do sometimes forget about Luis Suarez's dark side. I don't want to turn this to consider about Luis Suarez. We'll talk about that another day, I think. But yeah, Di Maria is a player that I have got to love. I've got to love it. You know, despite his time at Man United not being the greatest, I feel like his contributions to football alone have been enough for people to be like, yeah, this guy's good. And he just needs a bit more respect. That's all I think. But yeah, that is the end of the video. If you like the video, please leave a like and see more. Subscribe to my channel every single day. Thank you for watching, guys. And if you want to see me comment on something that you're unsure about in football, in terms of loving or hating it, comment in below and we'll definitely have a discussion about that, because that's what I want this series to be. I want this series to be like suggestions from you guys, and I go, how do I feel about that? Because that's how I feel like it can go. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully I do. See you next time. Cheers.